Hello everybody, and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Leaf. Welcome, Amiibo! Here I was thinking I was gonna have to, explain why we had gyroids tomorrow when I opened the game earlier and then realized, wait, it's Saturday. And it was snowing earlier. But it's snowing now, so I don't need to worry about that. Also, if I shift around more than normal, I am wearing some of, the most uncomfortable shoes I've worn in a long time. And I'm kind of hoping they just need broken in. That is my current hope. They just need broken in. A lot of shoes do when you first get them, so maybe. Hey there, Skippy. Snowy nights are just so magical. How can I help you? Let's chat. You ever make snowmen? Yeah, I do. They do have personalities, little different personalities. It's pretty neat. And of all of them, the Snow Tyke is, the most frustrating, because he's like, my dad is, 2 pixels off of being perfect. Screw you. It's like, man, please. Don't stay out too long, or you'll freeze where you stand. It's on your mind. Want to chat? Living alone can get, well, kind of lonely, so it's great to have such friendly neighbors. Aww. But, yeah, I don't really know much what to talk about today. I am feeling a bit better than I was yesterday. I still feel a bit sick, but definitely feeling better than I did yesterday. That was, I don't know what's going on with my body when it does that, but, I'll wake up with a headache. That headache will then very quickly turn into feeling just completely nauseous, while still having the headache. And then, I'll feel just kind of sick for the next few days. I have no idea what's going on. It could just be that's just how I get sick now. I don't know. I don't know how my body works. I don't think it does work. That's kind of the problem. As get your eyeballs spinning, snowman. There's a lot of numbers you could give me that would be the right number I need. 20 is not one of those numbers. That's just quadruple dinged me. I legitimately wonder what, the most amount of bingos you can get on a single card is. From them not giving you the number you need to the point where, any number they give you would be a bingo, which would then cause multiple bingos. Hopefully that sentence made any amount of sense. Yeah, I'll get your eyeballs spinning, my man. 37, 40, 33. Okay, it's 30-something. 39. Yeah, I don't need 39. Okay, so I am dinged on 8, 33, 37, 45, 40. I am so many dings. I do not like you, snowman. You are refusing to give me bingo. I'm trying to think through, stuff I've been doing. Right, I suppose there's one thing I can talk about. I decided to give, the Pokemon TCG Pocket thing a try. And so far, I have mixed feelings about it. For some context, I used to play the old Pokemon TCG Online a fair bit. I kind of fell out after a while, but, I did play it a fair bit. I had quite a few cards. I quite liked playing at it. It was pretty neat. I much preferred doing single-player stuff, because, I don't like playing card games against other people. And playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel reminded me of that. Like, I like doing it in a scenario where you can effectively have a rule 0, where both people sit down and go, right, so here is the power level of my deck. Let's make this an actually fun duel. You can't really do that in a ranked ladder. And even just like with Master Duel, playing at the low ranks, it doesn't matter. You're still going to be running into meta players playing meta decks that are basically just there to seal club because they're not skilled enough at piloting those decks to actually compete at the top level. I'm about to get 3, aren't I? No. He is number 1. I already had 1. But, like, you know, I quite liked that game. I think they closed it down or something? I don't know. I've not kept up with it. I just remember... I think I remember hearing people talking about them closing it down. Which is a bit of a shame, because they had probably the best model for it, but... I don't imagine the online simulator itself was making a huge amount of money, and shareholders were probably going, why are we doing this? So... But, I have the crumbs of broccoli stuck in my teeth. Blah. But, like, TCG Pocket definitely seems to have more single-player content, which is nice. I enjoy that. You can do daily missions by playing single-player stuff, which I like. I like that a lot. I don't like how limited the card pool feels, paired with, like, a lot of the changes they've made to things. Like, a Pokemon deck, if I remember correctly, is 60 cards. You gotta fit your energies in there, you got all your other stuff, but it's 60 cards. Well, TCG Pocket went, okay, no more energy in your deck. You now just get an energy every turn based on the colors of your deck, which makes multicolored decks a lot more risky. Yeah, but here people call you Dumpling. It's kinda catchy. Sure, I don't see why not, Rooney. I swing both ways. I am joking. Not about swinging both ways, but I am joking when it comes to... But I felt like I should clarify that. Like, they changed a lot of the effects of the cards on top of shrinking the deck. So, like, Professor's Research, which used to be discard your hand, draw 7, is now just a supporter for draw 2. Which, admittedly, I have not seen many other supporter cards, but that feels really weak for Pokemon. They also don't seem to have special energies anymore, which were kinda neat. Like, they very much changed how you played a deck. And also made colorless decks a lot more viable, because, in the Pokemon TCG, colorless Pokemon, based on just how they are generally pretty good as just generic inclusions in any deck, because they can be included in any deck, but playing them as their own standalone deck without double colorless is really difficult. With the special energy of double colorless that you could run 4 of in your deck, you can now only run 2 copies of any card. So basically you're looking at 10 unique cards in your deck. With double colorless, you basically had a way of basically attaching 2 colorless energies to a colorless Pokemon, or really any Pokemon. Which made running colorless Pokemon that tend to have higher than normal energy costs at the basically trade-off of being completely generic, well, it made them actually viable. You could play a pure colorless deck and feed it with, you know, special energies, basically. I honestly don't think that's possible in TCG Pocket. Which is a shame, because I liked my colorless decks. I'm one of those weirdos that, like, playing, like, monotype competitive, I played a normal team. You know, now, I say I'm one of those weirdos that did that. There was actually benefit to doing that. So I think I'm going to use this one as the head. At least when it came to competitive, because at the time, fighting teams were not popular. So, basically, it meant I was playing a team with basically no weakness. So... And they weren't terribly popular because the main competitive teams at the time were Steel, which they are good against, but also Flying and Psychic, which they are not good against. And you might think normal types would struggle against Steel because Steel resists normal, except normals get so much type coverage that it didn't matter. It didn't matter. Those poor Steel teams couldn't really do much. But, like, in the Pokemon TCG, I've really enjoyed playing colorless or dragon decks. Both of which made heavy use of special energy that don't seem to exist. You also get 2 free packs a day, which is nice. Except realistically, you get 1 free pack a day. Because it's on a 12-hour timer, and most people are not awake that long. Oh hey, there's my bingo. So I get a new card tomorrow. I would be excited about this, but there's no reason to be. I get a lift chair. Alright, the snowboard came from the bingo cards. I just remembered that. The snowboard I gave to Rooney. But yeah, I also very much wish they, like, in TCG Pocket, you can get rental decks. And you get these rental decks through basically pulling the primary card or acquiring the primary card for that rental deck. So, like, if you pull a Charizard, you'll get the Charizard deck kind of thing. You can only use that rental deck for 10 duels before you just can't use it anymore. Like, I get it's rental. But it used to just be you would just get structure decks. And the structure decks would be generally not terribly good, but they were something you would have, and you could just use, and you could use the cards from for doing other things. So, like, you may not, you know, the structure deck you unlock may not be particularly great, but maybe you want to build a grass deck, and you got the grass structure in... Wait, I've already got the money rock. You ended up getting the grass structure in TCG Online. Well, now you've got a Venusaur that you can put into your other decks. And that Venusaur allows you to attach an extra energy per turn. It's pretty nice. Allows you to ramp pretty quickly. The Blastoise from the water structure did the same thing. So even if you don't really want the structure deck to play the structure deck, you'd want it for the components. There isn't anything like that in TCG Pocket. I mean, you do unlock basically the recipe for that structure deck after having pulled all of the cards for it. But I mean, at that point, there's no point. You're just going to be playing the best cards from it. Like, you're not going to be saddling yourself with the whole deck when all you might want is a couple of cards from it. You know, if I end up getting, like, I think I have a water structure deck. There's almost nothing left I would really want for my water deck that's in that structure deck. There's stuff I probably will want from other things that I haven't found yet. But at least as far as the structure deck goes, there's really nothing in it I want or care about. Of which, from what I understand, water is like the meta type, but... hiccups. But, I mean, I'm literally just building the water deck because, like, out of my first few packs I opened, I got an Articuno. Articuno EX. So I'm like, you know what? I'll build a deck around that. That's a win condition. Like, it's also potentially a lose condition because EXs seem incredibly risky in that game. Oh, today's Bella's birthday. Oh, jeez. I completely forgot that was happening. Looks like I need to find gifts for a mouse. She sent me the letter and I completely forgot. Villager birthdays. Recommended gifts for Bella. Ooh. Ooh, no. First thing I see, that is what she needs. I know I've got... I say I know I've got some. I think I've got some. Literally, top of the list. I mean, it's alphabetical. After school jacket. That would look so cute on her. Hello, Lobo. How's it going, man? I know this already, but boo-boo is your catchphrase. Yes, it is. Yes, you should. Makes you sound pretty cool. It makes you sound very cool to be saying it. But yeah, like... I have also encountered some people playing that I don't think they really understand how to Pokemon TCG. And like there's nothing against them. But like there was one guy I encountered who was playing like 4 different colors of energy and seemed like he was basically just making what in Yu-Gi-Oh! Would just be called a good stuff deck, where he was basically seemingly, well, I say he, could be she, they, were simply just putting, you know, all of their best cards into the deck, whether they went together or not. And, yeah, he very much got out-advantaged pretty quickly. It's the school jacket. That's not the after-school jacket, though. Do I not have one of those anymore? I used to have, like, so many of them. Now I don't think I have any. Unless there's one in here. Which there might be. It's a frog costume. I don't think she'd dress up as a frog. Which is really a shame. Everyone should dress up like a frog. Kung Fu shirt. She might like the checkered tee, which also might look pretty nice. Yeah, I don't have that anymore. Okay. She does like the checkered tee. I forget which one that was on. I think it was in B here. Yeah, checkered. Okay. I mean, I don't think it's going to look as good on her. And I'm going to check the Able Sisters to see if maybe there's an after-school jacket in there. But, like, I didn't see any of the stuff here that I think would look really cute on her. But, yeah, like... One bit of advice I will give if anyone watching is like, man, I like the Pokemon TCG, and I didn't even know Pocket was a thing. Like, yeah, I forgot it was a thing. They announced it, and then, like, I don't think there was any other marketing for it. But, don't build a good stuff deck unless you're going, like, water good stuff, or grass good stuff. Like, it's fine to put your best cards into a deck, but only if they actually synergize. Nah, it's just nothing. Like, your good stuff needs to actually work with the other good stuff you've got. So, like, here's an example. Like, let's say you end up pulling, you know, the Articuno EX I've got. And then you also pull Mewtwo EX. Well, the Mewtwo EX honestly doesn't look very good, but it does look like it could serve as a win condition. Well, the Mewtwo EX needs Psychic Energy, Articuno needs Water Energy, and they both need a lot of their own energy type. They would not mix. Honestly, a mixed deck, you really want to only be... Usually you want attacks to be one of a specific color and then colorless. So think like 1 water, 2 colorless instead of like 2 water, 1 colorless. Because then if you're running a mixed deck, well, if you don't get 2 water energies, you just can't use that attack. So you could be sitting there with, you know, if it is water psychic, a water and a psychic sitting on it, and just getting psychic over and over and over as your energy drop, and you'll just never get to use that attack, even though you've been sitting there waiting to use it for a while. Now I'm gonna come sell stuff, then I'm going to go and grab some wrapping paper. And then we will go give Bella her birthday present. Yeah, 15,000. Pretty nice. You know, if I still had the Tiger Tank, I could give her that. But I don't have that, so... yeah, like, I do wish there was easier ways to get more cards in TCG Pocket. Like, it's not bad how they do it, and the 2 free packs a day is pretty nice. And then you can basically get up to 5 extra cards per day as well, via a thing where like other people open packs and then you can basically like spend a little token up. I've seen it as high as 3 to have a, you know, basically get a chance of getting any of those cards. The person doesn't lose the card. But like, it's just one of those things where it's like, I kind of wish there was, like, maybe not ways of getting packs, but ways of just getting, like, some basic structure decks. Bella's house, let's see, who is her friend? Who is her other closest friend? I'm betting Kurlos, because I haven't seen him around. Kurlos! Yeah! Oh, did you come all this way just to celebrate with me? I'm so happy. Ah, did you come for Bella's party? More the merrier. Let's get the move for the party together and get really into a fun dance groove. I can't dance. Kulos knows how important birthdays are to a mouse, so he got me an awesome gift. Didn't happen to bring me a gift too, did you? I totally did. Bam. Woohoo! I'm totally gonna tear this open right away. Hi, can't believe you got me a checkered tee. This is totally an awesome gift. You must know me really well. Only a good friend would know to get me this. Aww. I'm a lucky girl to have such a generous friend. Thanks again. Yeah! Oh, that does look really cute. Just be like my #1 fan. After all, you're celebrating me in total style. I am. Huh? I wonder why I got this strange feeling in my heart. Maybe I'm just feeling happier for some... Maybe I'm just feeling happier for some reason today. It's because it's Bella's birthday, that's why. Isn't this like the best birthday party ever? I hope you're having a super fun time. I knew I was popular, but I didn't know I had this many friends. And they're all here to celebrate me. Yes, we are. Kind of like the robo chair here. The robo sofa. Pretty nice. You know, the world would be a better place if we had birthday parties like every single day. I celebrate once a year. I can throw myself a party tomorrow for being 1 year and 1 day older. That you could. I've never seen Bella so happy before. It's all thanks to you, Shorty. Aww. Aw, it's time for you to leave already. Well, it won't be much of a party without you. Aw. Thanks for celebrating this special day with me. It really means a lot that you came. I always feel bad leaving, but it's like, there's really not much to just stand around and do, so like... But, yeah, like, I imagine my feelings on Pocket, TCG Pocket will probably change over time. Probably as I get more cards. Because, like, right now it is basically just a case of, like, I don't really have many decks to play around with, so I'm just like, okay, I've got basically water good stuff. I've got some beefy fighting boys, and that's about it. Because that's really all I've managed to pull, is a win condition for water and a win condition for fighting. Thanks for the love. How about a song to bring up the beat? Yes, please. Cool, I'm taking quests again. There's a bag with stuff in it behind me. Frisk really wants the bag, and she cannot have the bag. You pick, my man. I think this is our last KK concert. He's ready like Freddy, so I will sit next to Rasher, one of our first villagers, and be steady. KK Condor. Actually want to see, is this... Yes, this is our last KK concert of the series. Seems like we got a pretty good song to go out on, too. I mean, I'll take it. Pretty nice. They're thinking of TCG Pocket. While this is going on, I'm going to, bone. It does not like getting out of sleep. I'm just going to, open one of my daily packs because I can. This is a pretty nice KK song. I can open a booster, and you know what? I'll go Mythical Island. Why not? This one. Okay, that's an interesting effect for a supporter. Blue, during your opponent's next turn, all of your Pokemon take 10 less damage. Don't know if that's worth it. Ooh. Okay, I got 2 Flabebe and a Florges from that pack. It really wants me to build a Psychic deck, I feel, but it's not giving me the middle evolutions. I also don't know how to ratio things. Because, like, in regular Pokemon, like Pokemon TCG, what you would do is if you had, like, a 2-stage evolution and no way to skip, you would, run 3 of the basic, 2 of the first evolution, and 1 or 2 of the final evolution. But you can only run 2 of each card. So... Cool, man, cool. Check out your pockets. If you have boot of the song. If I'm just messing on my phone during the concert, I'm like the worst person to go to a concert. Hey, I got a Dragalge. Or not Dragalge, Delmies. I don't call it Dragalge. Ooh. 1 grass for 20 damage, 3 grass to deal 90. That's not a bad rate for a basic mon with 100 HP. I think it wants me to build a grass good stuff as well. But again, I don't think I have enough grass things, is the problem. But, yeah, I need to get my phone set down. It's definitely not a bad little game. Like, as I said, I do have my complaints with it, but at the same time, like, it's about what I expect from a mobile game. Now, if this here had been, I think all the snow will melt away tonight, do you? So worried I can't sleep. Need something? Want to chat? Been away in 5 days. I'm excited, but I'm also scared. Might be having second thoughts. You'll be fine, Pudge. You got this, my man. You're welcome, Pudge. The Sapphire won't be the same without me. Probably like a dinner table without noodle soup, but you can always eat more dessert. Nah, you're the dessert, Pudge, because you're such a sweet little boy. But like, if what TCG Pocket is had been the TCG Online, TCG Online would have fallen flat on its face. The one thing I don't like, and I would like TCG Pocket more if they did this, but also they'd probably have a hard time doing this. With, well, TCG Pocket would struggle with this. With, the TCG Online, anytime you bought a real booster pack, like a physical booster pack, you'd get a code card that you could then register with the online game and get that pack again in the online game. It encouraged you to buy physical booster packs for your online client. It was nice. It gave you a reason to collect the cards physically, and, you know, you wouldn't get the exact contents of your pack online, but you would get a copy of that pack online. So, you know, you bought black and white, you'd get a black and white pack online that you could then open and would have different cards in it. There's none of that for Pocket. There's no way of like entering the codes from code cards, so there's not really a reason to buy the physical cards. Which is why I say I imagine that TCG Online probably did not look like it was doing well, or like generating money, but it was probably generating quite a lot of money. I'd actually multiple times considered just going on, like, TCG Player or something and just buying, like, 50 to 100 code cards just so I'd have packs in the online game. I'd always not do it because I just don't trust online sellers when it comes to that. Because, like, the online seller can just hide behind, well, all they sold, you know, all they were selling you was the code card. They weren't guaranteeing it was gonna work. You know, so... I just don't trust people online. A physical store, there's more things you can do to possibly get your money back. So, if you can then prove the codes do not work. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this one. Be a pretty nice little episode. My throat is like dying. It's all like congested and mucusy and I don't like it. But yeah. For this one, I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Leaf Welcome Amiibo. See you all then. And now in this end card, I'd like to ask if you liked the video, hey, could you hit the like button? And if you're not subscribed, could you maybe subscribe? That'd help me out a lot. Thanks a bunch.